Haters said that I would not make it to Miami, that I just wouldn't go. And the haters were right. I didn't go to Miami. I got way too lazy and I didn't feel like driving all the way to Miami. It just felt like it would be more fun to watch the game. Actually, it would not be more fun to watch the game from home. It's just that it's more convenient to watch the game from home. I didn't feel like driving 4 hours down to Miami and then 4 hours back. Plus, for anyone that's been around for long enough, my previous experience at the Hard Rock Stadium was not very good. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Do you remember my last experience in the Hard Rock Stadium? Actually, it wasn't even in the Hard Rock Stadium because I never got in. And they're saying Tom Cruise. No, guys, it's not Tom. It's not Tom. I'm taller than Tom Cruise. Like, you can't confuse me with Tom Cruise. I'm taller. Tom Cruise got explosive. He might have, but no, it's not Tom Cruise. But yeah, last time I went to the Hard Rock Stadium, it was a very unpleasant experience. I didn't get in. It was the Copa America final. I'm pretty sure you guys watched that vlog. That was an interesting vlog, a very interesting vlog. And yeah, here it is. The Macronico is saying, your previous experience outside of the Hard Rock Stadium was on Fox Sports the next day. We remember. Yes, it was on Fox Sports. I was on ESPN. I was everywhere. Everywhere, even CNN and Fox, they hate each other. But for that day, I unified those two idiots. Um, I said ESPN didn't give you any credit. I think so. Some of them did. Like Pat McAfee, he is from ESPN, and he gave me credit. But I guess maybe ESPN didn't. I don't remember. A few did. A few didn't. That Paraguayan fan. Oh my God, Paraguay. Do you guys remember the Paraguayan fan? Great guy. Great guy. His name is Fabio. Fabio is the name of the Paraguayan guy. He's a great guy. And if you guys kindly could smash the like button, we're going to get the stream going. If you don't know, Palmeiras is my childhood club. Palmeiras is my childhood club. I am a Palmeiras fan for anyone that doesn't know, since birth, pretty much. Okay, maybe not since birth, but I know a lot about Palmeiras. I do have some question marks about today's lineup. Palmeiras will not have Aníbal Moreno through the middle. That would be maybe the best guy to mark Lionel Messi. And I also don't know why Vega is starting. Rafael Vega there, number 10, number 23 that plays as a 10 for Palmeiras. Probably not the best option. But Abel Ferreira is going to go with him. Lucas Evangelista will replace Aníbal Moreno. Richard Rios, for you guys that don't remember, he was one of the best players for Colombia in the Club World Cup. Sorry, in the Copa America. Now, on the right wing, you have Estevão, one of the top prospects out of Brazil. Estevão, that's going to go to Chelsea right after the Club World Cup. Up top, you have Flaco Lopes. Facundo Torres is playing. Former Orlando City, Facundo Torres will face Inter Miami. He definitely knows Inter Miami very well. He knows Inter Miami better than even myself. And I'm one of the biggest Inter Miami haters out there. Um, I I hate them a lot. I should probably put it here. Palmeiras fan / Inter Miami hate watch. I should probably put that on screen. I'll add a banner very soon. Steven Spada saying, what is Fabio going to be here? Fabio, I don't know. I could try to invite Fabio if you guys want to. I can ask him. He might be busy, but I can check with him. I'll check with Fabio. If he's available, I'm sure he'll hop in. It'll be pretty funny. Fabio's the great Paraguayan stalker. One of my favorites. But anyhow, let me put this back up. Let me put the banner that matters. This is a Palmeiras fan, Inter Miami hate watch. But let's go through the starting 11 also of Inter Miami. Ustari on goal, right? Ustari, the veteran Argentine goalkeeper, Oscar Ustari, right here. He's been tremendous for Inter Miami throughout the tournament. He was good against Porto, but against Al Ali, he was the player of the match. He was the man of the match. He was the best player. He was huge, tremendous. The back line of Inter Miami is pretty bad, to say the least. The left back, for many of the U.S. men's national team fans right there, it's Noah Allen. Do you remember him? He used to play for the U.S. U20s. Not a great left back. He's okay, but not a good Falcon. Like the back line is not good. That's my point. And then you have the midfield, Alenda, Redondo that came from Argentina too. Personally, I don't rate him. He ends up having to do a lot of the dirty work here. Um, Also because Sergio Busquets ain't going to do the dirty work. Sergio Busquets is class. He's a tremendous player. He's a fantastic player. The dude plays with a suit. Like, you watch him play, it literally looks like he's wearing a suit. Sergio Busquets. You might as well not give him the Inter Miami jersey. Just put a suit on that guy. Then you have Segovia out wide. Scored a beautiful goal against Porto. So he's got that going for him. And then up top, you have Lionel Messi that I will not underestimate. I've learned that the hard way many times. So I will not underestimate Messi, because if I talk shit about Messi, this mother liquor is going to destroy my club, Palmeiras. He will destroy it. And then you have Luisito Suarez up top and all the arthritis that he's dealing with currently. He runs and his knees just don't move anymore. He just can't really run and can't play the way he used to. Suarez is banged up. But again, I'm not going to underestimate Luis Suarez, because in any given day, he'll put in the back of the net too. But regardless, Palmeiras' strength, the main strength of Palmeiras, and I know this team very well. I know this team better than anyone. And despite being a Palmeiras fan, I'm not biased. This team, Palmeiras, very often, they will be soccer terrorists. Palmeiras' strength is the defense. Piquerez, the left back, very good defender. Murilo and Gustavo Gomes on the defense, tremendous defenders. Weverton, incredible goalkeeper that's been for years with the Brazilian national team as a backup, but he's always been there. Richard Rios can help to protect that back line through the midfield. Usually they have Aníbal Moreno there, but Lucas Evangelista in the midfield, he can do a great job defending as well. Marcos Rocha, the right back, definitely better than GI when we're building out of the back, but I do have some question marks about that selection, that specific one. And then the wingers, they track back, whether it is Estevão, whether it is Facundo Torres. Now, Rafael Veiga, the 10, I wouldn't call him a prolific defender. But Palmeiras' strength is the defense, in my opinion. This is definitely a team that can punish you and will score goals, right? When you have the quality they have up top. And when you look at Palmeiras' bench, I can point out to you guys a few names here that are really, really good players. Right away on Palmeiras' bench, Alan, this is a kid from Palmeiras' academy that you see there, Alan, incredible winger, very good left-footed winger. Paulinho, number 10. I believe Paulinho played for Bayer Leverkusen as well. Very good player. Paulinho, number 10, he's on the bench because he's not fully fit. Mauricio, number 18, probably should be starting, actually. Mauricio should have been starting over Rafael Veiga. Emi Martinez, not the goalkeeper from Argentina, but a good defensive midfielder. Felipe Anderson. Do you guys remember Felipe Anderson? He played for Lazio. He was going to go to Juventus. He's a backup. Then they also have Vitor Roque on the bench. That flopped to Barcelona. So Palmeiras' bench is pretty damn strong. There's a ton of depth. And overall, the starting 11 is much stronger than Inter Miami as well. Alex24 is asking, what happened to Gabriel Menino? Gabriel Menino moved. He's playing for Atlético Mineiro. It's another big club in Brazil. Not as big as Palmeiras, but a very big club. By the way, who here in the chat is an Inter Miami fan? Who's a Palmeiras fan? And who's Brazilian? I'm just wondering. I know we have a lot of Americans. We have a lot of U.S. men's national team fans here. Which, by the way, God bless you guys, because it's been rough to be a U.S. men's national team fan for a while. But how many Palmeiras fans, Miami fans, and even Brazilians? Are there any Brazilians in the chat? So, in terms of score predictions, I'm torn in between 2-0 Palmeiras or 2-1 Palmeiras. I'm torn between those two because it's going to be tough to hold Lionel Messi scoreless. That's the thing. It's also going to be very hard for Inter Miami's defense to hold Palmeiras scoreless. But Palmeiras' defense is really strong. Very, 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 very strong defense. So I'm looking here. Let me see. Let me see here. So Miami fan, Messi fan. I mean, this is a team or a franchise that its entire existence is predicated upon Messi. So there's that. Larry's a Messi fan. Alyssa is a Miami fan. Inter, neither Chelsea. Oh, Stevon watch. Someone's here to scout Stevon. Sodas. Messi. Yeah, Messi has a lot of fans. Messi has a buttload of fans. So there are no Brazilians here. There are no Brazilians. No Brazilians give a shit about this channel. No Brazilians. Brazilians go to Chapéu. They all go to Chapéu. All the Brazilians. And Botafogo, by the way, if Palmeiras, so essentially for this specific group, Group A, if you finish first, you play Botafogo. If you finish second, you play PSG. So finishing first, I don't know about you guys, is kind of important to finish first. They're saying Palmeiras is selling out to FIFA. They're going to play for the tie. Can you blame them? I mean, if it's a tie or a draw, Palmeiras advances in first. Can you blame them? Can't really blame them. LA Galaxy fan. Hey, listen, LA Galaxy fan, congratulations for winning MLS Cup last season. But I am truly sorry for everything that's happening with with the LA Galaxy this year. I am truly sorry. It's been a rough season for the Galaxy. I'm here for Palmeiras. There you go, Palmeiras. No, not many Palmeiras fans here. Not many Palmeiras fans. Let me see. Celtic FC fans. So, Greg, if you're a Celtic FC fan, you might as well go for Palmeiras. We got the same colors. Zach is an Orlando fan, and you hope Inter Miami lose. And Zach, Facundo Torres is playing. Facundo Torres. So, as an Orlando fan, it'd be fun for you to watch how he's doing. He's been doing fine for Palmeiras. He's been okay. Who's Palmeiras' rival? Corinthians, São Paulo are probably the two main rivals. Santos as well, but Corinthians and São Paulo. Bess is saying, how serious are Messi and friends taking this game and tournament in general? They're taking it very seriously. It's a pretty damn important tournament for Messi FC. But anyhow, everyone, if you just made it here, don't forget to drop a like in this video. I don't know how many likes we have right now. I'll check actually. But if we have people here, yes, we have 271 people. Let's try to hit 200 likes. And let me make a poll. I'm going to make a poll because I want to get you guys to vote on this. Who are you rooting for? Let me see if there are more Palmeiras or Inter Miami fan. By the way, I never do polls, but I started doing it recently here, and it's lots of fun. So I'm going to keep doing it. I put the poll. Go vote. Go vote. Your vote matters. Palmeiras got to vote. Palmeiras got to vote. I'm voting for Palmeiras. Inter Miami. A lot of you are voting for Inter Miami. Holy crap. How many guys hit the like button while you're voting too? Let's just get the likes up. We're only at 66. We should have been over 100. Where's the poll? I don't see the poll. Do you guys see the poll? I can't see it anymore. Shit. I refreshed it and I can't. Okay, I found it again. Now I can see it. All right. So I'm going to put it here on screen real quick before the game starts. The game's going to start in roughly 1 minute, but I'll put it on screen. Notice how we have 66 likes. And we only have 66 likes because I hit my own like button. I hit my own like button. Do you guys see that? Because you guys didn't do it, I had to hit the like button myself. But that's not what I want to show. Let's go here to the poll. So far, the poll has 110 votes. How is it that we have 110 votes and 66 likes? You will press the button to hit for the poll, but you won't hit the like button. So 64% of the chat right now is Inter Miami and 36% is Palmeiras. Incredible. So most of you are Inter Miami fans. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little disappointed. I am a little disappointed with that. That most of you are going for Messi FC. a franchise that is 5 years old, a franchise that makes up a jersey every single month so they can pay the bills, instead of Palmeiras, my team, my team right here, that has over 100 years of history. Over 100. 100. This team survived 2 pandemics, 2 world wars, possibly a third one soon. This team is just incredible. How many financial crises, a depression, a cold war, and we're still here and the game has started. Okay, I'll close the poll now, but I guess most of the chat is Inter Miami, but let's go. The game has started. Palmeiras and Inter Miami. This is a very special hate watch for me, because it's not really a hate watch. It's a love watch for Palmeiras, but a hate watch for Inter Miami. Messi is him. Good luck to Messi fans today. Good luck to the Messi fans. And the game has started. By the way, if we hit if throughout the stream we manage to somehow hit 500 likes, I'll do commentary in Portuguese. Right now we're still at 124, so I don't think we're going to hit it. Palmeiras não vai ganhar Mundial, nem fedendo filho. Moise, you speak Portuguese now. He's essentially saying Palmeiras is not going to win the Club World Cup. That's a joke in Brazil about Palmeiras never having won a Club World Cup. But Palmeiras is still the most victorious team in Brazil. Tack, Tat, you're like 37 years old. You ain't going to war. I'm not 37. I'm not 37. But if that's one way to escape the draft, then sure, I'm 37. I'm 40 if you need me to be. Did you watch the Seattle game? I did watch the Seattle game. I thought they did all right. I mean, they got defeated by a team that just was better than them in every single position possible. So it wasn't surprising. But I thought they did okay. Cross goes in. Palmeiras. Flaco Lopes almost gets into that. Piqueires with the cross. That's going to be a throw-in for Palmeiras. Palmeiras the first dangerous move here. Tack, chest reveal? No, I'm going to pass on that. But by the way, like I said, I fully expect the Palmeiras victory here. I expect a 2-0 or 2-1. It depends on how well Palmeiras holds off on Messi, right? That's the problem. Estevão, bad touch by Estevão. Palmeiras kind of playing some Libertadores ball here, just chaos and physicality against Inter Miami. Murilo that said that he's a Cristiano Ronaldo fan, and if he scores, he's going to do the C. Ball goes through, Murilo over, Palmeiras. Miami only needs the draw. So I don't even know why Suarez is playing. They should have just gone with Messi up top and just bunkered. Estevão versus Noah Allen. I love that matchup for Palmeiras. Estevão versus Noah Allen. That's a great matchup for Palmeiras. Noah Allen, a little bit shaky, the young American left back. Why is Kramaski not playing for Inter Miami? Kramaski's on the bench. He's just benched. He's not a locked-in starter for Miami. Lucas Evangelista for Palmeiras. Palmeiras controls possession here in the first 3 minutes of the game. Yeah, and the thing is, both teams want to finish first. Whoever finishes first, they'll avoid PSG. I'm at minute 3 and 4 seconds, 3 and 5 seconds, 3 and 6 seconds, 3 and 7, 3 and 8, 3 and 9, 3 and 10 seconds right now. Okay, Facundo Torres tries to blow by, and that's going to be a corner kick for Palmeiras. Inter Miami, coached by Javier Mascherano. That, by the way, if you guys don't know, here's a little fun fact from Javier Mascherano. He played for Corinthians, which is Palmeiras' rivals. They're saying, just so you know, Tack, Noah Allen is Greek now. Well, he can choose to play for Greece. He's American. Noah Allen's American. Okay, corner kick for Palmeiras. Vega delivers. Cross goes in. Saved. Gustavo Gomes almost scores for Palmeiras. That was a big header. Just not too strong. Actually, it was strong enough. It was just right at the goalkeeper. By the way, Ustari, very good goalkeeper. Has been probably alongside Messi the best player for Inter Miami this Club World Cup. Le American is saying Kramaski, garbage as hell. Yeah, I don't rate Kramaski. I wouldn't go as far as calling him garbage, but I don't really rate him. Mark G213 saying, "Hey Tack, do you think Stefan will do? How do you think Stefan will do in the Premier League?" I honestly don't know. I have a feeling he might struggle with the speed of play and physicality the first season, but as long as Chelsea remains patient, I can see Stefan breaking out in a season or two. And here comes Stefan. Noah Allen's able to clear it. Didn't have full control of it, Stefan. I think it'll take him at least like 2 seasons, 1 to 2 seasons to actually get it going. It just really depends on Inter Miami. Sorry, on Chelsea. He's going to Chelsea to be patient. Zach saying, "Are you going to any Club World Cup games?" Zach, if Palmeiras goes very deep, I might. I might. The Macronico, no, Stefan was not loaned back. He's not 18. He just turned 18. It's just that he couldn't move to Europe until he turns 18. So they didn't loan him back. Let me see. The other game of this group is Porto and Al Ahly, which right now it's 0-0. Tim Weah to Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest is going to play continental competition. They did very well in the Premier League last season. Nottingham Forest almost qualified to the Champions League, but I don't know, man. I didn't watch Nottingham Forest enough to have like a well-educated opinion in terms of Tim Weah going there. I didn't watch them enough. So if the move happens, we'll be excited. We'll be following Weah, tracking him at the US70 Abroad Series. But I don't want to give an opinion on a team that I didn't really watch much, because it would be a stupid opinion from my end. Okay, that'll be a free kick for Inter Miami, Facundo Torres. Palmeiras has a beautiful away jersey for this Club World Cup. You guys see that? Beautiful, beautiful jersey. Patrick Ajiman is in the chat here. Hey, Patrick Ajiman, how you doing? How you doing? All right, Messi with the free kick. Messi, very rare poor delivery from Messi. Hey, maybe Messi's tired. That would be great. That would be great if Messi's tired. I would love to see a Messi stinker today. A Messi stinker would be great. All right, Palmeiras back with the ball. Oops, Flaco Lopez loses it to Messi. Messi with the ball. And now Luis Suarez for Miami. Switches it to, who did he switch it to? Vega needs to stop with these stupid tackles. He almost got a red card in the last game against Al Ahly. He needs to stop being a complete imbecile and actually stop playing like crap too. Vega's been terrible for Palmeiras. Oh, bad pass from Flaco trying to get to Stevo, and Noah Allen's able to recover it. And here comes Inter Miami. Clip what? What did I say? Clip what? Cool stance saying clip that. Okay, Segovia blocked. Shot from Redondo, which was a bizarre bad shot. Very bad shot, if that makes any sense. Bobby Wood in his prime was better than Ajiman. Oh, to clip Messi stinker comment? I mean, I just said I want Messi stinker. I didn't say I think he's going to drop a stinker. Thoughts on Tillman and Leverkusen? That's an interesting one, right? Because they just lost Florian Wirtz. And those are some really big shoes to fill. Those are some huge shoes to fill. I don't know if Malik Tillman's feet are that big. And you know what they say about guys with big feet, right? Big shoes. You have big feet, you got big shoes. I don't know if Tillman will be able to replace Florian Wirtz. I mean, Tillman's a really good player. And maybe he's good enough to play for Leverkusen. I just don't think he'll be at the level. Sorry, I should have gotten coffee before the stream, but I was afraid to shit myself. I don't know if he'll be at the level to replace Florian Wirtz. Now, could he play for Leverkusen? I think he could. And I think he could be effective. All right, Messi with the ball. Very deep. Messi's very, very deep. Busquets playing with a suit. So classy. Such a classy player. Sergio Busquets. Can't really move that much these days, but very, very classy player. Do you guys see that? The dude's not even wearing the Inter Miami uniform. Okay, here comes Suarez. Good ball. Oh my goodness. They left Messi. Don't leave Messi open. Don't leave Messi open. My goodness. They left Messi for 2 seconds open in the box. I almost shat myself here. You do not leave Messi open like that. Moise is saying they're starting to hype Ajiman super hard again. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing every single time. It's Messi flopping. What a flop from Messi. It's not a penalty. And Ustari almost gave that away to Palmeiras. Yeah, they do that every time, right? They try to hype what's his name? Jesus Ferreira, Brendan Vasquez, Duncan Maguire, even Brian White, and then now Ajiman is the new one that they're trying to hype. That's the new one. Jeff Carey with a serious comment saying Leverkusen might be too big for Tillman. I agree. It might be. I think he can play in the Bundesliga. We'll see. We'll see. The problem is replacing Florian Wirtz. And here comes Palmeiras. Piqueires. Lucas Evangelista cross goes in, and then Flaco Lopes tries to hit the goal. All right. Ball here. Out wide for Inter Miami. Ball goes inside. Lucas Evangelista recovers it for Palmeiras. Piqueires recovers it also. He almost lost it. It goes all the way back to Everton. By the way, the game is sold out. It looks sold out. It looks completely packed. What, 76,000 people on a Monday night? Pretty remarkable. Pretty remarkable. It was kind of embarrassing to see Messi flop like that in the box. He thinks this is like the World Cup and he's playing for Argentina, where they just give Argentina every single penalty they ask for. Can't flop like that, Messi. Weverton tries to go long to Estevão. Estevão gets the ball. He managed it. And then he goes back to Marcos Rocha here for Palmeiras. Richard Rios. Murilo with the bad pass. Murilo's the center back that said he's a Ronaldo fan. If he scores, he's going to do the Sue. Timothy saying a guy from work drove down to this game. I almost did, but I was too tired. Too tired. Gustavo Gomes. To Murilo. Piqueires again. Palmeiras just wasting some silly passes. You're going to get killed in transition when you make a mistake like that. Facundo Torres. And that'll be a free kick for Palmeiras. Got to get that first goal and make Inter Miami open up. You got to get that first goal. How much were the tickets for this game? They were ranging from like 100 to like $500. That was the range. There were tickets as cheap as $100. So not super cheap. That's not cheap, $100, but also not those insane prices. Okay, Marcos Rocha switches it to Piqueires, settles it, finds, who's that, Estevão? Not sure. No, Inter Miami recovers it. Jeff Carey saying, I kissed Tack. No, you didn't. You didn't kiss me at all. You definitely didn't kiss me, Jeff. Jeff is back to being spicy here in the chat. Fabian Perez is also a little bit spicy. Not as much as Jeff. No one's as spicy as Jeff. Estevão. Marcos Rocha through the middle finds Lucas Evangelista. My fucking God. Like, what a horrible pass. And Piqueires with the nutmeg. Why do they keep missing the passes? Every time it goes to Piqueires, it goes short, the pass. Every single time. And now it's a throw-in for Inter Miami. Every freaking time. Time check right now at minute 14 and 25 seconds, 14 and 27 seconds, 14 and 30 seconds. The chat is always better with Spicy Jeff. Yes, when he gets very spicy, it goes crazy. Sometimes Spicy Jeff gets too crazy. He was a little crazy yesterday, but I've seen worse versions of Spicy Jeff than the one we saw yesterday. Palmeiras, Facundo Torres with the cross to no one, but Estevam will get it all the way on the other side. Estevam with the ball. Estevam versus Noah. Two players on Estevam, Segovia and Noah Allen. And Estevam somehow is able to get away with it. Palmeiras, Lucas Evangelista, through ball to Veiga. Blocked. Veiga is just slow. Just not a good player. Cross goes in. Ooh. Header. Flaco Lopes. No, Redondo's able to clear it for Inter Miami. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What is going on? How is this guy through? How is this happening? How is this happening? One of the Palmeiras defenders just pulled a hamstring when he was chasing him. What the fuck is happening? What is happening? What just happened? First and foremost, I did tell you guys that Palmeiras was going to concede in transition. Didn't I just say that? And then Murilo was chasing, and he just pulled his hamstring. Could you not have picked a different time to pull your hamstring? Did you really have to pull your hamstring right now? You could have pulled your hamstring at any moment of this game. You decided to pull your hamstring on a counterattack when they were going on a 1v1. Are you fucking kidding me right now? This is unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. I kept saying this. Palmeiras kept looking completely vulnerable in transition in a few occasions in the first 15 minutes. Completely vulnerable in transition. And then this happens, and then on top of that, Murilo decided to pull a muscle while he was chasing down the Inter Miami forward. Jeff Carey saying MLS dominates Brazil. No, they don't. They lost. They literally lost to Seattle, lost to Botafogo, and Palmeiras has been playing better than Inter Miami. Hamstring or not, he was never catching him. The thing is, with the pulled, he might have not caught him, but he would have put pressure on the player. And that was not Messi. Any other Inter Miami player that's not Suarez or Messi under pressure, there are higher odds of him missing. Now, if it was Messi, yeah, it doesn't matter how much you run, it wouldn't matter. Game ain't over. Game ain't over. But Palmeiras better bounce back because here's the thing. Right now in second place, Palmeiras will have to play who will they play? They're going to have to play PSG. And Al Ali just scored. Al Ali just scored. So as things stand, if Al Ali gets an no, Al Ali lost Palmeiras, so they lose it anyway. That's good for Palmeiras for advancing. But what happens now is if Palmeiras defeats Inter Miami, if that happens, if Palmeiras defeats Inter Miami and Al Ali wins, it comes down to goal differential, and Inter Miami could be out. But right now they're winning. But you got to finish first to avoid PSG, and that'll be a free kick for Palmeiras. Cross goes in, and the header's over the. Header goes over the crossbar here. Dave Valensky, welcome back. I haven't seen you in quite some time. He's saying, I might go to the U.S. Gold Cup against Costa Rica since I live in Minneapolis. Way better than the going to the World Cup qualifying against Honduras where I froze my ass when I froze my ass off. Yeah, that one, I don't blame you if you didn't go. I'm kind of surprised you actually went to that one. I think the U.S. and Costa Rica on Sunday, it might actually be a good game. U.S. versus Costa Rica on Sunday. And here comes Estevão. Estevão versus Noah Allen. Go at him, Estevão. Go at him. It might be a good game on Sunday. Piqueires with the shot that was deflected. That'll be a goal kick. That's a goal kick for Miami. If I lived also in Minneapolis, I'd probably go. I'd probably go to this U.S. men's national team game if I didn't have to cover it also. But thank you for the super chat, Dave. Is there a chance for Palmeiras gets bounced from the group stage? Porto needs to win. Porto would have to defeat Al-Ali, and then Porto would have to beat Palmeiras on goal differential. So the only problem with that is Porto's losing right now. Porto's losing to Al-Ali, so Palmeiras is pretty safe for now. Even if they lose, they're safe. But you need Porto to win for that to happen. And Felipe is saying that Palmeiras will get PSG in the round of 16 if it stands. If Palmeiras ties the game, then they will be in first place. Palmeiras only needs a draw. Ball goes back to who had that? Marcos Rocha has the ball for Palmeiras. Richard Rios finds Estevão. Estevão blows by the first one. Estevão versus no. They're having three guys on Estevão. Estevão, when that happens, you got to release the ball quicker. If you have three guys on you, someone's open. Noah Allen switches it. Palmeiras needs to pull a draw here in the first half. How do I counterattack again? Better be careful in transition. It's just one thing with young players, right? Estevão is very young, and I don't think he has the instinct to understand that if you're double teamed or there's like two or three guys on you, that means one of your teammates is open. So maybe in that circumstance, you don't go for the 1v1. What you do instead is you pass the freaking ball. Okay, Inter Miami here at the ball. Inter Miami struggling to play. They had one efficient moment, one not even efficient. It was just a very lucky goal in transition. Here comes Palmeiras. Piqueires, terrible touch from Piqueires. Somehow saved it. Facundo Torres. Back to Lucas Evangelista in the middle to Richard Rios. And he just gets rid of the ball to the middle of nowhere. That'll be a free kick for Inter Miami. Porto just scored. Now Palmeiras is in trouble because if Porto gets one more goal, Palmeiras will get grouped, right? Let me actually check that. If Porto gets one more goal, no, Porto needs to win by goal differential. We'll go to 1. Okay, so Porto would need 2 more goals for Palmeiras to actually get bounced. 2 more goals. Porto would need a 3-1 win. Which means Palmeiras better wake the fuck up. And excuse my French right there. Ball goes long there, and Palmeiras will recover the ball once again. Now, Porto and Al-Ali is 1-1. So if Porto gets 2 more goals, they will be ahead of Palmeiras. So Palmeiras needs to wake up. Piqueires with the ball. Through the middle, finds Richard Rios. Richard Rios, ball goes long. Oh, Rafael Veiga. You need to get him out. Rafael Vega sucks. I was telling you guys before the stream, he was off, but this dude has been sucking ass for quite some time. Look at that horrible finish. If that's Messi, that would be a goal. Jeez. Mario Pensotti saying Brazilian defender panicked when he saw Allende. PTSD from the 4-1 against Argentina. I don't know. I don't think they panicked. Like the guy pulled his hamstring. And what is RAS? What is RAS currency? Because it just scared me for a second. RAS is Argentina. It's from Argentina. Mario, you're from Argentina then. It just scared me for a second. I'm like, why does this look like $1,000? But it's because it's from Argentina. No, if there's any Argentine player that Palmeiras should be afraid of, it's Messi. It's Messi. There's no other player on the field today that Palmeiras should fear besides Messi. And Inter Miami recovers the ball. That'll be a throw-in for Palmeiras. Throw-in for Palmeiras. Watching from Argentina, Mario. Sophie Dolly is saying, do you think Richard Rios is good enough to play in a better league like the Premier League or La Liga? I think he can. Yeah, he can. He definitely has the level to play. I think with Richard Rios, it's a little bit less about the league and more about him being in the right club. He's very physical and very technical, so he can adjust to any league in the world. It's more about being in the right club for Richard Rios. So yeah, I think he could play in the Premier League, and he definitely could play in La Liga as well. But everyone, if you just got here, make sure to drop a like in the stream. If we hit 500 likes, I'll do Brazilian Portuguese commentary. Right now, we're at 186. Where's the Z? Where's the comment? The Z saying such an MLS hater, but MLS is going to bounce your team. One, I'm not an MLS hater. I probably should hate on MLS more, but I'm not an MLS hater. And two, you might want to wait till the full 90 minutes. The game's not over. And also, Palmeiras is still advancing with this result. Oh, no. Oh, no. Palmeiras' strength, which is the defense today, decided to just not show up. Inter Miami just had another great chance that got blocked. Marcos Rocha just gives the ball. All right, Abel Ferreira is gonna have to make a lot of changes. I'm just saying, Zach, do you still follow Orlando City? Yes, I do still follow Orlando City. Unfortunately, they're not the most enjoyable team to watch, but yes, I do. Noah Allen. Suarez, yeah, Suarez' shot got blocked. Messi dropping deep. Lionel Messi helping Inter Miami on the build out. Inter Miami is in absolutely no rush. Absolutely no rush. Just holding possession. Palmeiras is sitting in a mid block right now. Sitting deep in a mid block. On a mid block. Am I keeping an eye on Porto Nawali? Yes, I'm keeping an eye on it. Right now, Porto Nawali is 1-1. It's 1-1. 1-0 for Inter Miami. We have 213 likes. 213 likes. Okay, Palmeiras recovers the ball. Flaco Lopes. Piqueires, the left back. Goes by one, goes by two somehow. Cross goes in, cleared. Try a little bit of a low cross. Flaco Lopes was not ready, was not in the box. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. Suarez, and that'll be a throw-in for Palmeiras. Throw-in for Palmeiras. Estevão, again, you're double team, dude. You're double team, dude. Release it quicker. And again, Inter Miami versus Palmeiras. Oh my goodness. What is going on to Palmeiras defending today? I mean, Gustavo Gomes just saved Palmeiras' ass right now. Would have been a 1v1. Facundo Torres. So disorganized. You got to get rid of Rafael Veiga and just get Mauricio in this game. That has to be as soon as possible. And if Palmeiras is trying to play a little possession ball and not press, maybe just put Vitor Roque. At least he'll press because Flaco won't press. Piqueires. Back to Lucas Evangelista. Frank Kessler saying Jedi to Milan. Why? Because Theo Hernandez is leaving. Estevão, and he shoots it off target. Are those legitimate rumors, or you're just mentioning that simply because Theo Hernandez is leaving? I don't know if I want Jedi to go to Milan. I would just rather have him stay in the Premier League. They're also not playing the Champions League. Inter Miami with the ball. And Palmeiras finally pressed and recovers. Richard Rios, Palmeiras, Facundo Torres. Oh my goodness. How did you miss that? You fucking piece of shit. How do you miss that? Palmeiras should press a bit more. When you let Inter Miami play, they can be dangerous, but if you press, they really struggle. Jake is saying this is the most pressed I've seen Tack. Did you miss me during the World Cup? Yeah, U.S. men's national team in the World Cup. That's when I was shitting my pants. U.S. men's national team in the world and Copa America. That one was bad too. Those are probably the two most pressed you have seen me actually. USA in the World Cup, Brazil in the World Cup, and USA in the Copa America. Messi. Messi tries the through ball. Palmeiras recovers it and loses it right away. Back with Inter Miami. Now, Porto and Al Ahly still 1-1. Okay, Inter Miami with the ball. The Habsfication saying Man City looks genuinely terrifying. I mean, I know they had a rough season in the Premier League, but Manchester City still is one of the best teams in the world. Um, Even though they struggle this season, they're still one of the best teams in the world. So I would expect that from them. Inter Miami. Every time the ball goes back to the goalkeeper, Palmeiras should move up the line and press. Estevão finds Flaco Lopes for Palmeiras. Flaco out wide to Facundo Torres. Facundo Torres tried a pass to God knows who. Piqueires, cross goes in, and that'll be a corner for Palmeiras. That kind of looked like a goal kick. I thought it was Richard Rios that headed the ball out. Brian said, "Why didn't you go to any Palmeiras game, Tack? Because it wasn't in Orlando. They didn't play in Orlando. It's too much money to travel, tickets, and work. And plus, I have the Gold Cup to cover. So I just decided not to go to any Palmeiras game. Corner kick for Palmeiras. Ball goes in and cleared by who was that? I don't know who cleared it. Facundo Torres gets another corner for Palmeiras. That It seemed like they were kind of hugging Gustavo Gomes. There would be a soft penalty, but holy crap, man. Facundo Torres. Cross goes in, Gustavo Gomes, and Inter Miami will clear it. Palmeiras recovers the ball. Vega is the most useless player Palmeiras could have played today. The most useless player Palmeiras could have had today is Vega, and they're starting him. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. In terms of Palmeiras playing Orlando, no, they're not going to play any knockout game in Orlando. If Palmeiras advances, they'll play in Atlanta or Philadelphia. Atlanta or Philadelphia. Lionel Messi puts the ball inside, goes back. And Inter Miami. Messi super deep again. Is Jordi Alba injured? I don't know, actually. I don't know where's Jordi Alba right now. He's still in the Miami roster. 36 minutes and 12 seconds. Miami 1, Palmeiras 0. Orlando to Atlanta is 6 hours. All right, Miami now in possession. Yeah, Palmeiras is going to have to sub in Vitor Roque for Flaco and probably Mauricio for Vega so they can at least press. Because when they don't press, it just doesn't work. Miami's just going to keep moving the ball one way, another. And the problem is eventually they'll find space with Messi. Messi with the ball, and here comes Miami. As I said, you're just letting them have the ball. That's the problem. You let a team with Messi have the ball long enough, Messi will punish you at some point. There it is. Messi with space. Lines inside. Inter Miami. Extremely patient and boring at this point. Oh, crap. My TV just froze. I swear. Did anyone else's The Zone just freeze? My TV just froze. Okay. Let me try to figure this out real quick. If a goal happens, just spoil. Oh, crap. Someone's saying goal. All right. I'm going to go get. Where's the remote control? Hold on. Nah, bullshit. You guys are saying goal. There's no goal. All right, let's see here what's going on. Bullshit. There was no goal. There was no goal. Still 1-0 Inter Miami. Guys, I have FootMob on screen right there. I literally have FootMob. FootMob is on screen. It's still 1-0 while I try to get my TV to work again. All right, still 1-0 here. And let me try to get this stupid channel to work. Still 1-0. They're still saying red. There's nothing. Okay, I think now it's working. Hold on. I had to reset the whole TV. Here's the thing. If there was a goal, I wouldn't even fucking believe you guys. Okay, back. It's working again. So y'all can shut up. Cross went in, and Palmeiras just wasted a header. It's back. It's back. It's back. So Palmeiras had a goal-scoring opportunity. They didn't score. 234 likes in the stream. Can we try to get it to 300 before halftime? 300 likes. What do you guys say? Okay, Palmeiras again with the ball. Opens up to Piqueires. Piqueires through the middle to Lucas Evangelista. Switches it to Ste. What a terrible switch. What a horrible switch. Ball inside. Lucas Evangelista with the ball. Jeff Carey saying Boca and Real Madrid draw the largest fans in the Club World Cup. Is that so? Is that like an actual stat, Jeff? Did Porto just score? If Porto scored, that means they will be one goal away from actually eliminating Palmeiras. So Palmeiras better turn the fuck up and tie this game. Lucas Evangelista with the ball for Palmeiras. Opens wide to Piqueires. Piqueires to Lucas Evangelista. Sends it into, who was that too? Why is Palmeiras not pressing when they lose the ball? Why is Palmeiras not pressing? And who in the chat said Porto scored? I don't see it. I don't see it. There was no Porto goal. It's still 1-1. Still 1-1. What amazes me is this, is Palmeiras is down 1-0, and Abel Ferreira still has us sitting in a 4-4-2 mid-block where we don't press. We don't press. We let Inter Miami just pass and move the ball around us, and they don't do anything. This is quite embarrassing right now. Inter Miami with the ball. They're not going to go long. Inter Miami's not going to go long. They're just going to keep passing. They're going to be patient with the ball. Palmeiras was paid not to press. No. Inter Miami with it. Yeah, I just don't understand why you don't press. When Inter Miami's playing this game, how is it that you don't press? Especially Inter Miami, right? They do struggle building out of the back when you press. The Palmeiras pressed like once in this game, and they almost gave twice actually, and they almost gave it away. Vega for Palmeiras. What the heck was that pass? I mean, Palmeiras got the free kick here, but what was that pass? It was no foul. No foul. All right, I'm going to keep chewing gum here. Yeah, Porto's still 1-1. Porto's still 1-1, which is crucial for Palmeiras right now because they're losing. Estevão with a 2v1, I guess. I mean, 1 against 2, not 2v1, sorry. Piqueires with the ball. Piqueires crosses it in, and that'll be a corner for Palmeiras. It just kind of hit. I think is that Noah Allen, Segovia? No. The game saying, wait, corner for Palmeiras. 1 second. Let me watch the corner, and I'll get to the super chat. 1 second. Corner kick. Ball goes in. Header. And cleared by Inter Miami. So he's saying, as a Sounders fan, I am living through Inter Miami. No. Look, you should not be rooting for Inter Miami. You should be rooting for Palmeiras today. Richard Rios might have blown his knee there or something. It looks like Hughes might have blown his knee. Did you guys see that? I don't think it was a penalty kick. I think he just kind of fell on his own. Messi gets a yellow card for being a violent asshole. That was a smart foul by Lionel Messi, though. Why is everyone saying penalty kick? Oh, now I see it. Richard Rios was kicked. Oh, so it wasn't on his own. That might be a penalty kick. My bad. I didn't see it. I thought he fell on his own, but he actually got kicked or they stepped on his foot. Let's see if the VAR is going to call the ref. I mean, the VAR should at least call the ref. Yeah, I don't think they're going to call the ref, the VAR. They might just see it as a soft penalty kick. Oh, penalty kick for Awali. Penalty kick for Awali. If they score, that's good for Palmeiras. Awali. Converted. Awali takes the lead against Porto. Awali takes the lead against Porto. All right, in possession here. Now Palmeiras with the ball. Awali just scored, which is good for Palmeiras because they're playing like shit and losing. They're losing to Palmeiras. They're losing to Inter Miami at halftime. That's halftime. Inter Miami 1, Palmeiras 0. I better see some changes from Palmeiras in the second half because despite quite noticeably being the better team, Palmeiras didn't really do anything to deserve a goal at all. I wonder even if I look at the XG, I don't think Palmeiras is ahead. I swear, I don't think Palmeiras is ahead. I would have to check the XG. Let me see here. So Palmeiras is XG, and we can pull it here. We can put the stats. Let's put the stats. Yeah, Inter Miami's ahead. Palmeiras had more shots, but they were all low-quality shots. They were like stupid headers. If we're being completely honest of how the game went, Palmeiras definitely didn't deserve to score. Neither did Inter Miami. But Inter Miami had one chance. They converted. One really good chance, and they converted. It's been a really, 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 really bad first half from Palmeiras. Greg Perez is saying, was that a penalty? I don't think it was. Richard Hughes did get hit by the Inter Miami player in the box. That is true. But I think if you called that a penalty, it would have been too soft. If it was Inter Miami, maybe they would have given the penalty kick. They love giving Messi penalty kicks. You saw that in the World Cup. But looking at it, even though I'm a Palmeiras fan, did Richard Rios get hit? Yeah, a little bit. Is that a penalty kick? No, it's not a penalty kick. So, in my opinion. And let's see if I didn't miss it. MLS supremacy. Patrick Ajiman. MLS supremacy. I mean, good for MLS. This is actually a big result. This is a big win. If Inter Miami can hold on to this win in the second half, I expect a Palmeiras that is far more aggressive during the second one. I'm hoping Abel Ferreira makes subs early on, right away, makes the substitutions that he has to make. and I'm expecting a very aggressive Palmeiras, pressing, right? Really going after Inter Miami. If you look at Palmeiras' bench, let's go through Palmeiras' bench, for example, right? From the starting 11, I would get Rafael Veiga out. I would get Flaco Lopes out. And honestly, I would get Facundo Torres out also. I would put Felipe Anderson, that played for Lazio, to replace Facundo Torres. He kind of sucked. Facundo was not good enough. I would actually probably go with Mauricio over Rafael Veiga. And I would put Vitor Roque, that flopped to Barcelona, for Flaco Lopes to press. Um, this guy crying about Messi's penalties too. I mean, guys, in the World Cup, there were some really iffy calls for Argentina. Some very iffy calls. Why is it that every single World Cup that Argentina wins, there's something controversial? Every single World Cup. Think about it. The 1978 World Cup, that Peru game, go look it up. Look up the story yourselves. That was a very controversial World Cup, and Argentina won it. I think they were also going. I think they were also going through a dictatorship at the time, Argentina. So there's a lot of iffy stuff happening, and they won that World Cup. Then 1986, when Argentina won their second World Cup, a player named Diego Armando Maradona, he literally scored with his hand. He literally scored with his freaking hand. Hand. You can't make this up. And then 2022 was probably the least controversial of them all, but nevertheless, there was a lot of weird calls for Argentina. Le American is saying, as a Le Bleu supporter, I dislike Argentina. For anyone who doesn't know, Le Bleu means look, I'm one of the Frenchiest French guys you ever meet. I don't know how to speak French, but I just get it. When I see a French word, I just understand it. Le Bleu means blue, the Blues. And when he's talking about the Blues, he means the French national team. I am the Frenchiest non-French man that you guys will ever see in your life. There you go. Edwards knows. He knows I'm speaking facts because every single World Cup that Argentina has won has been controversial. That is a fact. It's a fact. They're saying if I wanted a history lesson, I would go to college or high school, right? You can get a lot of history lessons in high school. Even though when I went to college for engineering, for some reason I had to have history lessons. The thing is, the history lessons or the history classes in college are not even good. They kind of suck. They I'm not going to get into it because when I talk about history, things can get very, very bad here. But the thing with history classes in college is that they still talk to you as if you're a kid. They go in a very superficial way. Like they'll just go, this guy bad, he attacked that, he's bad. And there's never like the whole like why did that happen? Like let's go through the details of history. Let's understand everything. It's very interesting, but no. Right? We're not gonna. Simon is saying Tax having a bad summer. Simon, let me ask you one thing. When was the last time I had a good summer? It's been a while. Let's go year by year. 2023. We won the Nations League, but Greg Berhalter got rehired and we lost the Gold Cup. That's a bad summer. 2024. We had a shit summer, right? We got grouped in the Copa America, the United States. Now this summer, the United States hasn't been good. Palmeiras is losing to freaking out of all teams. You could have lost to Porto. You could have lost to Awali. Out of all teams, you choose to lose to Inter Miami. I hate this so much. All right. Let me see if I didn't miss anything. Palmeiras getting grouped. No, Palmeiras won't get grouped simply because Awali is defeating Porto. That's why. But everyone, if you just arrived, get those likes up. I don't know how many we have in the stream. Get those likes up. Brazilian Fury is saying I can't have losing to an MLS side tack. I just can't. I can't either. That's what I said. Lose to Porto. Lose to Awali. Don't lose to Miami. Don't lose to Miami. Tony saying, Tack, you need the same energy when the U.S. plays. I have the same energy when we play the A team. Now when we play this monstrosity that we're seeing. I think on Sunday, I'm going to be very psyched for the U.S. because it's the quarterfinals against Costa Rica. When we play Mexico, I'm also very excited. So I'll be psyched this Sunday. We play Sunday against Costa Rica. And we're going to do a match preview for the Costa Rica game on, I think, Thursday. Thursday, I'll release a match preview. Which, by the way, do you guys want me to do a Club World Cup prediction video? If you guys want me to do a Club World Cup prediction video, I will do one, but it'll be for Chapéu Football, the other channel that we have. Do you guys know Chapéu Football? Well, that's the channel we have covering Brazilian football. But everyone, I'll be back in 1 minute. I just need to go get more water. I'll be back in 1 minute. Don't go anywhere. No, seriously, don't leave. Do you guys want me to put some music on? I'll put some music for y'all. Actually, I still have some water here. I'll get more water later. No, I can't put Pokemon music. I can't put Pokemon music. If I put Pokemon music, it will what should I call it? It will copyright strike me or something. Chapéu Football is this channel right here. This is the channel we have covering Brazilian soccer. It's called Chapéu Football. We cover Brazilian soccer there. So if you want to, go subscribe to it. It's just Chapéu Football. And we're going to be doing the Club World Cup prediction video there. Because for Tactical Manager TV, we're going to do the U.S. men's national team versus Costa Rica preview. So Club World Cup video on Chapéu Football, U.S. men's national team preview, Tactical Manager TV. No Ugalde for Costa Rica. No, Ugalde is suspended. I believe he's their top goal scorer in the Gold Cup, and he is suspended. He's not going to play. DCAT is saying, Tack, the top clubs in Brazil, where do you think they fall compared to Europe? Are we like Napoli, Dortmund, or are they top tier? No, they're definitely not top tier like Real Madrid. I would say more like a Dortmund. I wouldn't even say Napoli, dude. Napoli won the Serie A. Napoli's a freaking good team. I think that it's more of like the Brazilian clubs are tier 2 in Europe. They're like Benfica, Porto, Dortmund. They're not like Real Madrid. Real Madrid is a top team in the world. No need for a Club World Cup video. Joe Lowry has a couple on it already. Wait, Joe Lowry has videos on the Club World Cup? I would actually love to watch that. I would love to watch that. And I don't know if you guys know who Joe Lowry is. Gupka is saying, you used to play Pokemon before? I still play Pokemon. I still play Pokemon to this day. Why would I ever stop playing Pokemon? All right, let's get this out. Let's put it back. We should be back for the second half very, very soon. Very, very soon. Inter Miami 1, Palmeiras 0. Hopefully with a few changes for Palmeiras. Rocco 222 is I cry myself to sleep because you're too negative. Oh boy. Oh boy. The negative things. I will stop being negative if my teams start winning. All my teams suck ass. Like, how can I not be negative? If my teams don't suck ass, then I'll stop being negative. Isn't Joe the guy that cooked you on this channel? No, he didn't cook me. It was the other way around. I didn't cook him. I fried him. It was horrible for him. I cooked him. It was the other way around. That's why the video's still there. If I had gotten cooked, I would have deleted the video. The video's still there. I cooked him. It's the other way around. It's not even debatable. Ask anybody. If you asked anyone, everyone would agree with me. They would all say, you cooked Joe. Completely. Look, they're showing here now on TV Palmeiras allowed Inter Miami to hold the ball for 1 minute, 1 minute, five. Like, dude, I think it hit almost 2 minutes because Palmeiras didn't press. 1 minute 45. Holy shit. 2 minutes that Inter Miami. Over 2 minutes. It's still counting. Is this serious? How did Palmeiras let Miami hold the ball for like 3 minutes without pressing them? 3 minutes. Inter Miami held the ball for 2 minutes and 50 seconds. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Can you believe that? 2 minutes and 50 seconds that Palmeiras let Inter Miami just pass the ball without pressing them. That is insane. Rocco222 say, I'm making fun of the snowflakes. Yeah, the negativity thing. I want to start being positive, but I need my teams to win it. Otherwise, I'm just delusional. Tack, who's your U.S. men's national team all-time starting 11? That's a good question. Okay, let's try to build a U.S. men's national team all-time starting 11 right now. The goalkeeper is easy, Tim Howard. Left back. Left back, I would be between DeMarcus Beasley and Anthony Robinson. Do we go with A-Rob or with Beasley? A-Rob or with Beasley? Beasley is definitely better than A-Rob going forward. I'll just go with Beasley. I like him better than A-Rob. Right back, I would love to pick Dest, but I might have to pick Steve Cherundolo. I would love to pick Dest, but I might have to go with Steve Cherundolo on the right back. Center backs. Center backs. That's a tricky one. Trying to think. Who would I pick as the two best center backs for the U.S. men's national team? Fabian Johnson at left back. No, I'd still go with Beasley or A-Rob. Center backs. Alexi Lalas. No, no. Eddie Pope. They're saying Pope. I think Pope is a fair shout. 2002 center back. Bocanegra is another good shout. So maybe let's just go Eddie Pope. Oh, Tim Ream is a good shout too. I really like Tim Ream. Let's go Tim Ream and Eddie Pope because you need a ball-playing defender like Tim Ream next to Eddie Pope. Okay, we'll do that. Eddie Pope and Ream. Midfield, let's do a double pivot here. Double pivot in the midfield, I would probably go Mike and Jermaine Jones. Probably go Michael Bradley and Jermaine Jones in the double pivot. At the 10 position, probably, let me think here. Claudio Reyna, probably. Claudio Reyna would probably be the 10. I don't think that's debatable. Probably Claudio Reyna. And then Christian Pulisic on the left wing, Landon Donovan on the right wing, and then I'll just have Clint Dempsey play as a striker. I'll just have Clint Dempsey up top. I think that's a good lineup. It's a good lineup. Howard, Cherundolo, Eddie Pope, Tim Ream, DeMarcus Beasley, Jermaine Jones, and Michael Bradley. I would put them in a double pivot. Even though I do have some concerns about Michael Bradley defensively there. And then Claudio Reyna at the 10, Dempsey at the 9, Pulisic on the left wing, and then I'll probably put Landon Donovan on the right wing. They're saying McBride up top. The problem with putting Brian McBride is I gotta find a place for Clint Dempsey. I need to have Clint Dempsey. Unless we put Dempsey out wide and then Christian Pulisic as the 10. Not having Tab Ramos. For who? Also, guys, Tab Ramos is not from my era. Right? He's not from my era. You can't watch a player when you're like 2 years old. And Rafael Veiga is off. Again, I don't know why he was even starting. I don't know why Veiga was starting. Mauricio's on. Didn't I tell you guys that was going to happen? I told you guys. I told you that Mauricio has to come on for Veiga. I would still get what's his name? I would still get Vitor Roque on for Lopez. Even though if you need goals, Vitor Roque is not your guy. Okay, second half has started. Let's see how things play out here. Palmeiras now actually has a 10. They got rid of that terrible player, Rafael Veiga, that once upon a time was a good player. And Mauricio's on. That should help a little bit, but I still think should have made a few more subs. I don't like Facundo Torres still being there. Marcos Rocha. Oh, good find. Good find. Oh. Was that Facundo that wasted that? It was Facundo. It was. I told you, you got to get rid of Facundo Torres. How do you not finish that? It's time to sub out Facundo Torres. Marcos Rocha for Palmeiras. Inter Miami sitting deep in a 4-4-2 low block. Cross goes in, cleared. Piqueires has the ball for Palmeiras. Piqueires. Cross goes in, cleared by Inter Miami once again. Guys, Palmeiras, if you don't press when you lose the ball, it's just not going to work, man. Inter Miami is just going to keep passing it around. You got to press. You lose the ball, you press. All right. Fabian Perez. No, don't be concerned, Fabian. Don't be concerned. That was good defending there from Inter Miami. Very good defending, even though Facundo Torres should have done better. Ball goes back. Here comes Palmeiras with the ball. Gustavo Gomes. Guys, we cannot lose to Inter Miami. Out of every single team, we can't lose to Inter Miami. Palmeiras with the ball. Bruno Fuchs tries a pass inside. Mauricio. Much better to have Mauricio there instead of freaking Veiga. Facundo Torres, that's going to be a corner for Palmeiras. Miami just looks better. What do you mean by looks better? What have they done? Like, what have they done? Facundo Torres. Corner kick for Palmeiras. Ball goes in. That's a very weird header. And Palmeiras, again, vulnerable in transition. Palmeiras just decided to not defend in transition today. They just decided to not defend on the counterattack. Cross goes in. Suarez switches it to Messi. Cleared by Palmeiras. If Messi hit that, we would have been screwed. Inter Miami. Redondo. Redondo with the ball to Messi. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not where you want Messi to have the ball. Inter Miami with the ball again. Now they're just going to keep passing. Palmeiras doesn't put any pressure on the ball. It's bloody insane. Oh, my goodness. Messi. No, no, no. On target, saved. You do not let Messi have any time and space. You cannot let him have it. What is Palmeiras doing at this point? You can't let Messi have like 2 seconds with the ball. It doesn't matter if he's 200 years old. It's Messi. Don't do it. Estevão with the ball now for Palmeiras. Down the right. Estevão. Marcos Rocha for Palmeiras. Back. Richard Rios. Rios switched it to Piqueires, the left back. Piqueires has no options. Mauricio. Mauricio with the ball for Palmeiras. Back to Lucas Evangelista. Don't shoot it from there. Don't shoot it from there. Don't be an imbecile. The only thing worse than a bad player is a stupid player. Yeah, 2 teams advanced. Right now, Inter Miami and Palmeiras are advancing. Mauricio finds Flaco Lopes. Flaco Lopes to Estevão. Estevão. Oh, Estevão, too many touches. Too many touches, brother. Stop with the 250 touches. And Messi goes through. Oh, boy. Messi ball. Look at Messi's pass. And here comes Miami. All right, here comes now Inter Miami Suarez. And that'll be a throw-in for Inter Miami. Is Porto on fraud watch? I mean, Porto's losing again, right? Porto right now has 1 point. 1 point in 3 games. They are 100%. They're not on fraud watch. They're on fraud alert. Porto's on fraud alert. Palmeiras is on fraud watch. That'll be a free kick for Palmeiras. All right, guys. Now I need to go get water. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. No, oh my goodness, no. Inter Miami's through again. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. They wasted it. You got to be kidding me. How does this happen twice? How does this happen twice? If that was Messi, it was a goal. If Messi was through, it would have been 2-0 Inter Miami. Facundo Torres, what the heck was that? You stupid, idiotic thing. You garbage piece of crap. It was Suarez actually with the pass. Horrible defending from Palmeiras. They actually got lucky that, well, if it was Suarez, the defender would have caught up to him. But if it was Messi, he would have just chipped the goalkeeper. Throw in for Palmeiras. Has Estevão done anything? He's done a lot of things, just everything bad. He's been terrible today. They're double teaming him and he's not releasing the ball quick. Facundo Torres for Palmeiras. Cross goes in. Cleared by Inter Miami once again. Palmeiras recovers the ball. This could be dangerous. Bruno Fuchs, one of the center backs, but then he doesn't know what to do with it. Finds Mauricio. What a horrible touch from Mauricio. And that's a free kick for Inter Miami. Abel Ferreira, it's time to make a few changes and start pressing the crap out of Inter Miami. This is an embarrassing performance. Inter Miami should have been up 2-0 now. They had another 1v1. Paulinho's coming on for Facundo Torres after a shit performance from Facundo Torres. Should probably get Flaco Lopez out too. Did Porto just score? No way. No way. If Porto scored, then Palmeiras is in trouble if Porto actually scored. I don't see anything here. I haven't seen the Porto go yet. If Porto scored, Palmeiras is going to be in big trouble here if they don't get a goal soon. Oh, Porto did score. And it was a freaking banger. Nice shot. A curled shot. Beautiful goal scored from Porto here. So if Porto gets 2 more goals, Palmeiras would get grouped. If Porto gets 2 more goals. 2 more goals? Yeah, 2 more goals. Paulinho now for Palmeiras. Paulinho with the ball. Back to Piquerez. Palmeiras here in possession down the left flank. Antonio is saying, why is this team not pressing Miami? Minnesota scored 5 on this team. I don't know why they're not pressing Miami. That's literally probably the best way to beat Miami. But Palmeiras just like, nah, we're not going to press. Piquerez wins the tackle. Paulinho, Piquerez with the pass, and that'll be a goal kick for Inter Miami. Oh, Al-Ali scored. What the heck is going on in that game? Al-Ali just scored right after Porto scored. A header. Al-Ali's ahead. That might be a better game than this one. Why is Palmeiras not pressing Miami? I don't freaking understand. Every time you press Miami, they shit their pants. I don't get it. Estevão with the ball. Dribbles back again. How many times are you going to dribble back, brother? Like 1, 2, 3. Just keep dribbling back. Estevão has been dropping a massive stinker today. A big doo-doo. Richard Rios opens out wide to Piquerez down the left. It's going to be another cross for Palmeiras. What the heck? You are a professional player. You are a professional player. You are not even under pressure, and you can't even hit a cross. Porto just scored again. Are you serious? It's 3-3. There were like 3 goals in 3 minutes. 3 goals in 3 minutes with Porto and Al-Ali. Palmeiras better wake up, man, because the Porto game is completely wild. I'm going to try not to have a heart attack here. Porto scored. It's 3-3. Porto scored a header. Unreal. And Messi just had a shot, and it was off target. Yeah, Porto scored again. It's 3-3. Wait, you're saying Porto scored again? It's 4-3? No, it's 3-3. Steven Spada say, I'm watching the Porto game, and it's insane. Yeah, I probably should be watching the Porto game. It's 3-3 right now. Jeff Carey said, tax smells great. Thank you, Jeff, but you never smelled me. You never have. And Antonio saying, if Inter wins, the MLS propaganda will be insane. But, Antonio, the thing is, if they win, they deserve to put their propaganda out if they win. The problem is when they put the propaganda and they don't deserve it. If they win, they deserve it. Palmeiras with Estevão. Estevão with a cross. Ball goes in. Palmeiras cleared it by Inter Miami once again. That could have been dangerous. That was a bit dangerous. I mean, I don't have issues with Inter Miami or MLS doing MLS propaganda. If they beat Palmeiras, they beat Palmeiras. They deserve to do it. Oh, horrible ball there from Flacco. Oh, counterattack. Palmeiras can't defend counterattacks, apparently. Wait, they're saying the Porto game is 4-3 now? Can anyone confirm that? What's the score on the Porto game? Does anyone know? Messi. Does anyone know the score of the Porto game? It's 3-3. Okay, it's still 3-3. Thank goodness. Steven Spot is saying free kick at the edge of the box for Porto. Could be another one coming. Okay, let me know if there's a goal there. Let me know if there's a goal. Because unless Palmeiras gets a lucky goal here to tie this game, Palmeiras is in big trouble if Porto wins. Marcos Rocha with the ball. Throw in for Palmeiras, takes the throw in, just goes long, tries to find Flaco Lopez up top. The dude is huge and he can't win a header. The dude is huge and he can't win a freaking header. Mauricio with the ball for Palmeiras, finds Estevão. No, actually, Richard Rios had the ball. Flaco Lopez. You got to get Flaco Lopez out of this game, man. You got to get Flaco Lopez out of this game. Steven Spada saying kick high. Okay, so they missed. Mauricio out wide. That'll be Paulinho for Palmeiras. Paulinho to Piquerez. That's going to be a cross. Cleared by Inter Miami. Nope, they're cleared. Richard Rio still has it for Palmeiras. 61 minutes. Richard Rio. Oh, what is that pass, dude? What the fuck was that pass? Somehow Marcos Rocha kept in, but how can you not even hit a pass from a guy that's 3 yards away from you? Switch to Piquerez down the left. Palmeiras controlling possession now, but not really doing much. He use with the ball. Blows by the first one. Finds a cross. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. He's being grabbed. Is that not a penalty kick? Estevão, Palmeiras, and that's blocked. Press. When you lose the ball, press Inter Miami. They struggle to play out of the back. Marcos Rocha for Palmeiras. Finds Estevão. Estevão with the ball. Drives inside. Oh, that was a good pass. That was a good pass from Estevão. So someone asked about Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba is actually coming in. So I guess he was just benched. Now throw in for Inter Miami. 62 minutes and 40 seconds. Okay, Porto's still 3-3, which means Palmeiras, as of now, is advancing. As of now, for now. But they need one goal here to at least guarantee first place to avoid PSG. Right now, Palmeiras is playing PSG. Inter Miami is going to be playing Botafogo. Marcos Rocha. What the fuck is that pass, dude? Why do you try a Trivela pass? Stupid players, man. Stupid players. Jordi Alba's coming on. And here comes Messi. Richard Rios on Messi. Messi still has the ball. You're not taking the ball from Messi. Is Al Ali winning now? No, it's 3-3. It's 3-3. Oh boy. Is that Suarez? Oh my God. No way. No way. No way. No way. Nah, man. No. Just eliminate Palmeiras. Just send Palmeiras back to Brazil. Suarez with arthritis. Suarez with arthritis just scored on them. I am serious. Now Palmeiras might actually, if Porto scores, I think Palmeiras is out. I think Palmeiras is out if Porto scores. I am pretty sure that I'm pretty sure. Let me see. I'm looking here. Let me look at the table. Let's bring up the table. If we look at the table, Palmeiras has 0 goals on goal differential. If Porto scores one more goal, if Porto wins right now, Palmeiras is out. If Porto scores a goal, Palmeiras is out, and Porto will advance. Believe it or not. Because if Porto gets a goal, they're going to have 0 goal differential. Palmeiras 0, but Porto has more goals. And the head-to-head, they're tied because they tie the game. So Palmeiras is 1 Porto goal away from being eliminated. 1 Porto goal. They're saying Steven Spada probably been 40 shots on goal in the Porto game. And now R. Lubin saying 2-0 tack. You were right. And no, I wasn't right. I said 2-0 Palmeiras. I was not right. Steven Spada seeing Mr. Chomp Chomp got a goal. Did he bite someone? He didn't bite someone, but you can't allow this to happen. Jeff Carey with the sad violin. Vitor Roque's coming on. Vitor Roque and Allen come on for Palmeiras. Oh, now Palmeiras is pressing. Now they're pressing. A little too late, no? You're already down 2-0 at this point. Okay, Porto still 4-3. I'm tracking Porto here now. Palmeiras the ball, Gustavo Gomes. Allen. Allen's a good player. Number 40, watch out for him from the Palmeiras Academy. He's a good player. Very fast winger. No shame in losing to the GOAT. Heads up. No. There is a lot of shame to lose to Inter Miami. A lot of shame on losing to Inter Miami. Oh, Awali scored. Awali scored. Thank goodness. So Palmeiras is safe now. Palmeiras is safe. Awali just scored. Safe for now. Mike P saying Suarez tested positive for Jetitol. What is that? What is Jetitol? Dude, also Awali and Porto, they're just scoring bangers after bangers. Just a ton of bangers there. Allen with the ball down the right. Allen keeps driving inside. There's no one. Mauricio still has the ball for Palmeiras. Mauricio finds Paulinho. Paulinho back to Richard Rios for Palmeiras. They're saying Porto didn't score. It was Awali. No, wait. Did the goal not count? Hold on. Did the Awali goal not count? It still says 3-3 on FootMob. Does anyone know if the goal didn't count? Because I saw the goal. Now I don't see it anymore. All right, Palmeiras with the ball. Richard Rios. Out wide to Allen. Allen cuts inside. Or Alain would be the way to say it in Portuguese. Richard Rios to Mauricio. Back to Richard Rios. What are you doing? What are you doing too? Both Inter Miami and Palmeiras players. What was that? Paulinho goes by one. Back to Piquerez. It's going to be ball into the box. That's all Palmeiras does right now. Just throw the ball into the box to no one that can head it. They're saying, bro, Palmeiras is out. No, they're not. They're not. Because Palmeiras beats Al Ahly on head-to-head. So if Al Ahly wins, Palmeiras qualifies. Appreciate the content. Thank you very much, Victor Pleva. Child. Minute 69. Oh, I forgot minute 69. I forgot minute 69. Nice. Nice. I'll just go with nice. Nice. Why is it that it's still okay? Now FootMob updated it. It's 4-3. It's a little too late. I miss minute 69. Sorry, I'm frustrated. And Ben Kramaski's coming on. He'll be subbed in for Inter Miami. Ben Kramaski. Okay, Palmeiras down the left. Paulinho. Okay, maybe here. Palmeiras with Paulinho. Find the oh my god, why did you pass it back? Why did you pass it back like that? Why does it look like the decision making of the Palmeiras players just randomly died? Messi with the ball. Messi. Messi to Suarez. Kramaski isn't a difference maker. No, but they're going to have him as a workhorse. Oh, Messi almost had that. They're going to have him as a workhorse. He's going to defend a lot. He's not going to be a difference maker, but he's going to help and also fresh legs. Porto and Al Ahly still 4-3. So Palmeiras will probably advance, but I don't know. Luis Suarez out. Ben Kramaski's on. At this point, too, it's 2-0, 72 minutes. There's like a 0% chance that Palmeiras comes back from this. All they can hope is just to cut the lead to 2-1. Palmeiras hasn't done shit the entire game to make me believe they can score 2 goals or 3 goals in 18 minutes, 15 minutes, a little bit over 15 minutes. Paulinho with the ball. Paulinho crosses it straight to the Inter Miami goalkeeper. What a stupid ass cross. Damien's asking, who would I start against Costa Rica? I'll go through that on the preview. All right. They're saying good showing from. Yeah, I mean, look, regardless of Palmeiras' stinker, Inter Miami actually played well. One, Inter Miami actually defended very well, which is unexpected and unusual for them. And they were extremely efficient going forward. Why are they saying red? Two zero into Miami, 74 minutes. Palmeiras is advancing to the next round out of pure luck. Miami, just don't let Messi get the ball. Don't give it to Messi. Piqueires and Palmeiras will try to hit Inter Miami in transition. Palmeiras has no counterattack right now. Absolutely shit counterattack after Paulinho. No, who has the ball there? I don't even know who has the ball. Oh, it was Vitor Roque that had the ball. Switches it, Allen. And there's an Inter Miami player down. Redondo is down. He's cramping. Palmeiras has 40% pass. I mean, it's higher than that for sure, but I get your point. The passing accuracy of Palmeiras is just abysmal today. Let me actually see what's Palmeiras' passing accuracy. Let's see. Palmeiras' passing accuracy. It's actually somehow 88%. Somehow. 88%. Okay. 76 minutes. At this point for Palmeiras, what matters is just Porto not winning. That's what Palmeiras needs at this point. Porto not winning. Because I don't see how Palmeiras gets back from this. How much for myself to show your feet? If you donate $100, I don't give a crap if I show feet. $100. The problem is I don't have a toenail right now. I lost a toenail playing soccer. Someone stepped on my toenail. Yeah, and it's out. I lost my toenail. It's no longer there. Allen sends the ball to, who was that? Corner kick for Palmeiras. No, it's a goal kick. Goal kick for Inter Miami. Anyone saying Palmeiras is out, they're not out because Al Ali lost on head-to-head. They lost on head-to-head. B Major 9799. Palmeiras can come back too. No, they can't, dude. I'm watching the game. If Palmeiras is lucky, they'll get a goal. They'll get a late goal here, but it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. I'm gonna need to just like tune out of soccer for the rest of the week. I'm just gonna tune out. And then I'll be back with the U.S. men's national team on Sunday. Hopefully we beat Costa Rica, man. I mean, better not lose to Costa Rica. Inter Miami with the ball to Ben Kremaski. Ben Kremaski. And Palmeiras somehow recovered it. And now they're going to try to hit Inter Miami in transition. But Palmeiras is, can we do something in transition? Vitor Roque. Who was that to? Vitor Roque, who were you crossing that to, you freaking imbecile? You are the center forward. Who was that cross to? Alex Castle, thank you for the super chat. Alex, thank you. Yeah, Botafogo did qualify, and actually Inter Miami will play Botafogo. Inter Miami will play Botafogo. Palmeiras will play PSG. Vitor Roque, not a smart player. Definitely not a smart player. Long, Allen, cleared by Falcon. Allen again. Allen. Oh, somehow he found Paulinho. Oh, Palmeiras scored somehow. Palmeiras scored with Paulinho somehow. Palmeiras scored. That was a great pass. He's not off. He's not off. Good finish. But it's still 2-1 for Inter Miami. Okay, calma, calma, calma. I guess it's not over. Was that an own goal? I think it was actually Noah Allen. I think it wasn't actually Paulinho. It might have been Noah Allen. But calma. I still find it unlikely that Palmeiras comes back, but I mean, now they only need one goal. Frank Castro said, I would rather lose to Costa Rica than Canada. I'd rather beat Costa Rica in Canada. And the Habsification say Palmeiras are an embarrassment to Brazil. Losing to Inter Miami, yes, it is an embarrassment to Brazil. Okay, let's see what Palmeiras does here now. 2-1 Inter Miami. Mauricio with the ball for Palmeiras. If Palmeiras can pull one goal, they avoid PSG. They can no longer avoid an embarrassment because tying Inter Miami is an embarrassment. But if Palmeiras can pull one goal, they will avoid PSG and they'll play Botafogo, and then Inter Miami will play PSG. But they need to get a goal here with 9 minutes to go. Is this the best night of the Club World Cup? Yeah, it's been a good set of games here. I mean, Porto, it's like 4-3 for Al Ahly, and this game has been getting exciting now towards the end. Gustavo Gomes. Out wide to Allen. Allen. Cross goes in. And Vitor Roque, is that... What the heck was that header? Like, you can't settle that ball? That could have gone in your chest. All right. Paulinho goes by one. Vitor Roque back to Paulinho. Palmeiras here with 8 minutes to go. Paulinho will deliver another cross. Cleared by Inter Miami. Allen, do not shoot from there, dude. Why would you shoot from there? The probability of scoring is super low. Why would you do that? Hold possession. Be patient. Inter Miami has been super patient. Look where that's got them. A 2-1 lead. Paulinho recovers the ball. Paulinho has been good for Palmeiras. Paulinho goes by the first one. Finds a cross to Mauricio. Cleared by Inter Miami once again. Free kick for Inter Miami. Paulinho has been a bright spot for... Oh, boy. Did Porto just score? I think Porto just scored. Not sure. No, Porto did not score. The thing is, Palmeiras does need this one goal. Beating Inter Miami is pretty much impossible at this point, but getting one goal would get you to avoid PSG, which I know Botafogo defeated PSG, but you want to avoid PSG. Like, Palmeiras ain't beating PSG. And honestly, I don't think Inter Miami is beating PSG either. But Botafogo, they can both match up pretty well with them. Oh boy, Palmeiras again with shit defending. Oh no, this is Messi. This is Messi. This is Messi. Cross goes in. Oh no. Oh, bad touch. If that was Messi, it would have been a goal. Thank goodness the rest of the Inter Miami side is not great. Palmeiras is getting lucky some of these balls are not landing to Lionel Messi. A lot of these balls, if they landed with Messi, it would have been over. Mauricio, the shot saved by the goalkeeper. That was an actual good play from Palmeiras. They could have scored and tied the game. What is happening here? And now Palmeiras is just walking. Why are they just walking on defense? That was bizarre. Like, Inter Miami was coming forward with the ball, and Palmeiras was just kind of walking. They're gassed. I guess Inter Miami's gassed too. Allen for Palmeiras. Richard Rios. Out wide to Paulinho. Probably the best performer for Palmeiras. Came off the bench and was pretty good. Paulinho for Palmeiras. Finds the ball inside. Flaco Lopes back. Flaco Lopes, why would you go all the way back? You pretty much ruined the whole thing. Gustavo Gomes. Cross goes in. And the Inter Miami goalkeeper gets the ball. How many minutes? 4 minutes to go, roughly. 4 minutes to go. Flaco Lopes is asking for a penalty kick. I didn't see a penalty kick. I mean, maybe I need to see the replay, but Flaco Lopes is claiming it was a penalty kick on him. All right, Palmeiras now with the ball. 4 minutes to go. Richards very slow right now, Palmeiras. Very slow. Okay, Mauricio. Paulinho with the ball down the left again. Mauricio goes all the way back to Piqueires. Richard Rios. Richard Rios with the ball for Palmeiras. Paulinho. Missed it. Piqueires somehow got it. To Paulinho. Palmeiras is man at the match. Cross goes in. Cleared. Shot. Oh, go! Go! Go 2-2! Fuck Miami! Fuck Messi! Oh! 2-2. Palmeiras ties the game. Hey, go for the win now. I don't give a shit anymore. Just go for the freaking win. At least they're avoiding PSG. That was a muted celebration because one, I'm trying to breathe here, and two, I needed a tweet. What just happened? Let me see this again. Bad clearance, and then Mauricio just strikes it. 2-2. Now go for the freaking win. Got 2 minutes plus whatever added time, even though the draw. Even though the draw is good enough for Palmeiras in terms of avoiding. Ball goes long. Weverton will get it. Weverton, why are you wasting time, dude? Why are you wasting time? Go for the win. This is embarrassing. Just go for the win now. So I guess Inter Miami will play PSG. Palmeiras will play Botafogo unless Inter Miami scores. Okay, Bruno Fuchs with the ball. Palmeiras we can celebrate because we're gonna avoid PSG, but this was an embarrassing performance from Palmeiras. Anything short of a win is embarrassing. Palmeiras with the ball, and now Palmeiras tries to go long for some reason, and Allen will get the ball. Allen tries to go by Falcão. Oh, that was nasty. What a nasty cut. And Palmeiras now attacking Mauricio, and he just hits the fans. We're gonna go to added time here, 90 minutes. Let's see how many minutes will be added. Alex is saying, I bet $60 on Palmeiras winning or tying. Do they hold? Yeah, I don't see Palmeiras losing this anymore. Inter Miami gassed. Inter Miami put in all their efforts. I don't see Palmeiras losing this one anymore. Now, in terms of winning, I don't know. It's probably gonna end up a draw. There's 4 minutes added. I don't think Palmeiras cares, but I think they should be able to hold it. Except for like that guy Messi, right? Oh my goodness, they left Messi open. If I swear, man, if they leave, okay, someone was offside. 4 minutes to go. It's most likely going to end 2-2 because I don't think Palmeiras cares to go for the win anymore. Palmeiras with the ball. Mauricio switches it. What a horrible switch. Why? This is what I don't get. Why did he go for that stupid switch? Look, I'm watching the Palmeiras fans celebrate. Like, you can't be happy with this result. I mean, we avoid PSG, but this was an embarrassing performance. It was an abysmal performance from Palmeiras. It was a terrible, terrible performance. 2 minutes to go. Inter Miami with the ball. It doesn't seem like Palmeiras even wants to be in this game anymore. And Inter Miami, it just seems like they're a bit gassed. Yeah, and they're saying Palmeiras is a team which is always reactive after the other team scores first. Yeah, but you can't be that way. Can't be that way. And Bijamor said, Tack, what did I say? You were right. B Major, you were right. You were right. You did say that Palmeiras could come back. Barney7181, dude, the heat and humidity on the East will ruin the World Cup. Should be like domes in West Coast. Eurosnobs will bish nonstop. Porto just scored 4-4, but Porto's out. Yeah, the thing is, it looks like the players are gassed. This game's being played in Miami with the humidity. Oh, and Porto scored another banger. Another golazo. Dude, I wasn't able to watch it because I was watching Palmeiras mainly. I just saw the highlights and the goals there. But I'm gonna have to watch this Porto Awali game on rewatch here because that was probably an amazing game. And free kick here for Palmeiras with 30 seconds to go. That should do it. Palmeiras will probably end 3-3. Sorry, 2-2. That should do it. Palmeiras gets lucky, pulls a late draw, and will face Botafogo. Palmeiras will face. Yeah, Palmeiras seems to be happy with this, which is embarrassing. Ball goes long. Is he not off? Is he not off? Palmeiras almost scored. Palmeiras almost got the lead. They almost won late in the game somehow. The game is over. I think Palmeiras just underestimated Inter Miami and could have and should have very well lost this game. The game is over. All right. So Palmeiras 2, Inter Miami also 2. Pretty bad performance from Palmeiras. I thought it was a good performance from Inter Miami. They got unlucky to concede 2 late goals. And now Palmeiras will play Botafogo and Inter Miami will play PSG. Messi will face his former team. Now, between Palmeiras and Botafogo, I personally think Palmeiras are the slight favorites there, but it can go either way. Last year, Botafogo eliminated Palmeiras in the Libertadores. I think right now Palmeiras does have a better team, but again, after performances like this, you have to be concerned, right? Palmeiras and Botafogo. Now, listen, everyone. If you are a Brazilian soccer fan, you can go to YouTube and subscribe to Chapéu Football. I'm gonna put it on screen here real quick. Chapéu Football is where we actually cover Brazilian soccer in English. Okay, so if you want to go there, we're gonna do a Club World Cup prediction video at Chapéu Football, which is this channel right here, and we're gonna do a USA match preview for our game against Costa Rica on Sunday. We'll do the preview and we'll do the live watch along on Sunday. Anyhow, Palmeiras advanced. It wasn't a good performance. And look, as much as I dislike Inter Miami, I do want to give credit where it's due. Inter Miami did a tremendous job defending Palmeiras. They did not allow Palmeiras to play. And Palmeiras it was a mix of talent, of course, of a few players, and luck to get this late draw. It was not a good game from Palmeiras. And they ended up tying Inter Miami 2-2. That's not a good result for a team of Palmeiras' level in stature. Okay. But overall, Inter Miami did a very good job defending. And when they had their opportunities, they took care of business. More specifically, Suarez in the one in the first half. With that said, everyone, thank you very much for watching. I need a day or two to have a break, and then we'll do the preview on Thursday for U.S. and Costa Rica. And then on Sunday, we have the U.S. men's national team coverage. And I'll probably do the Club World Cup preview the Club World Cup prediction video on Friday at Chapéu Football. This one, Chapéu Football, this channel right here. Okay, subscribe to Chapéu Football. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a great night. Bye-bye.